This is Delachaux
and The Klown.
and you're listening to DisArmed at the Armory Club in San Francisco.
Hey boys, my man Curtis sure came through for us this time, did he, man? I'm annihilated, you know?
Greetings, Earthlings. I'm here with Bonobo the Clown and Eden Berlin and Meka La Crème, and this is Delachaux, and we are doing the very first primordial podcast for DirtyVolt, and looking forward to the trapeze party this Friday night, December 5th. Come on down to the rickshaw stop, and we will field all your illusions, disillusions, and other cybernetic minutia.
Yes.
And with that, I'm going to turn it over to Bonobo the Clown.
Why?
Because I feel like you're kind of like the. All of a sudden, I feel like you're the natural.
Beauty?
Yeah, you're the natural beauty of the operation.
Sorry, ladies.
Yeah.
You guys are both
We're
beautiful,
natural
but I'm the
booty.
natural.
The natural booty.
You guys are the natural booty. I'll be the
Natural
beauty and the flutie.
His booty's not natural though.
Oh,
He had
Mine?
one of those GI Joe butts
but that's
installed.
okay.
I do not have a GI Joe
I
butt.
thought you had a fake
No,
G.I.
I
Joe
got a
butt.
man butt.
I thought you told me you had a GI Joe install.
No, Vegas has a.
Weren't you the one that's telling me you're like I'm like if they touch my butt, then it's it. They're
The
like,
butt helps.
The butt helps. Yeah.
The butt helps.
Butt
It's kind of
always helps.
reverse.
Tell me
Speaking
about
of the butt helping,
As a Nazi, but you guys are used to it. You guys are used to your butts get attention. Boy butts don't
Oh my
usually get
God.
attention. You don't even have an ass.
I don't. It's just a slit. It goes like the legs just go up into a slit. It's like an H, and then there's just like two parameciums that hang down that are my ass cheeks. Yeah.
Parameciums.
I don't even know what that is, but it sounds funny to me.
It's scientific.
It's a amoeba. It's a little single cell
Yeah,
organism.
it's totally single cell.
That's as big as
What is
It's
it?
like G.I. Joe
Amoeba.
butts.
In
Yeah.
German, it's amoeba. Okay, yeah.
Vegas, you've seen
Amoeba.
Vegas's butt before.
Yes.
Yeah.
In
Vegas's
flesh?
butt.
I've seen him completely
You could
nude.
fit 5 or 6 butts of his into your butt. And you have you have an ample butt.
So yeah,
I have a
that's
big
talk
butt.
about attention. Mika can tell us all about butt attention.
But attention
Butt
every day
attention.
of my life.
Is it like the
How annoying is it? How annoying
Is it like the
Scale of one to
video
10.
of the girl walking through New York, where hey baby,
Yeah,
you know,
pretty
you
much.
should-
That's
yeah.
pretty accurate. Like,
Yeah.
I have often thought about doing that. Like, bringing
Right.
a little camera with me and just like walking around the streets. Like years ago, it's like, you know,
You should have
I
done
think
it.
I know, right?
Do you get,
Well, you
I
can
know
still
it's
do.
a
Why
thing
wouldn't you
for
do
all
it? Do
women.
it. We
All
have a
women get.
GoPro.
All beautiful women.
I feel like
Yeah.
we need a different
You can borrow
spin on
GoPro.
it now. We need a
But is
different
it
spin on
worse?
Is it worse?
In
What would it be?
Is it worse?
No. Is it worse here
No.
than in Germany?
Because you look too girl-like. You couldn't be like a.
It is a little bit.
Yeah.
Because people here,
Stretch.
they are much more
Open.
commenting on
Commenting,
everything
yeah,
and
yeah.
talking to people on the street in Germany. They are more.
So people in Germany on the street aren't like, "Yo, girl, back that ass up," you know.
Have you ever had somebody say "back that ass up"?
All
no,
the time?
But
Oh, Mika, I thought you were
today,
talking to
today I
me.
heard "bring that ass over here."
No. Somebody said that to you? Who you don't know?
Some guy did know. It was like, "Hey, girl, bring that ass over here." I mean, of course, I live like right around the corner where a bunch of pimps and prostitutes
Mhm.
live. You know, hang out.
Sometimes
whatever.
it's real creative. One time I was walking the street with Melanie, and this dude goes, "Damn, I didn't know Burnett could look that good."
Burnett?
Yeah.
Okay, here's a question. I think you and I have talked about this before. In your experience as a woman, what percentage? This is a behavioral idiocy thing on the part of men. Behavioral idiots. So they might be smart in the head, but they act. They say something stupid. They act stupid.
That sounds.
What percentage? And be completely frank. Like, what percentage is it? What do you think?
I think they're all.
I know, we all are. What are you talking about? Percentage?
Just you are not in this
All right,
conversation.
never mind.
How many percentage of men are idiots? That is the question.
Are behavioral idiots. So if a random guy's
I'd say 100%.
guy's going to come up and talk to you, is it 100%?
Sometimes, yeah. I feel like,
You're calling Aaron and I an idiot right now. We're friends. We're super tight
that's a
friends.
but you have the
We're totally
capacity
idiots, though.
to be idiots.
You
And
have the
that's
capacity to be an idiot.
And that's mankind. Mankind is an idiot, but with the capacity to do
There you
good.
go. That's a wrap.
Yeah, that's a wrap. That's a wrap. I have one question about the catcall I want to ask. Because last time you were here, you said that you liked being in the States because, and this is not catcalling, this is because when you walked into stores, whatever, clothes stores, whatever, people were very upfront and very, oh, I like your hair, or oh, I like the dress that you're wearing. And you're like, oh my God, in Germany, everyone's just kind of.
Really?
Yeah, I'm so amazed, but every time I go in a shop or I'm sitting in a restaurant, I'm just amazed the complete time how friendly everyone is and how, even if it's fake, but it doesn't seem fake. They are really good and then they are really good actors or whatever. But I don't care because it makes me feel good and I love it.
Yeah, if it makes you feel good, then case closed.
You don't get that in Germany?
No.
Why are
In
people so
Germany?
mean in Germany?
Well,
They're just aloof. They're just aloof.
yeah.
You're not mean. I don't think you're mean.
Oh my God!
I met another
If you were
German who's not
If you were walking on the street and she was sitting at a cafe,
Yeah.
like out in the out in Berlin,
Yeah.
she'd be rude to you.
You would be? Why? Because of my hat? It's not real.
Actually, I think the people in Berlin. I know that your description of Europe sounds more like France to me.
Yeah, I was going to say, like,
yeah.
Parisians.
France is,
Yeah.
Parisians, oh my God. Yeah.
What
Yeah,
about them?
it's
Giving you the
Hardcore.
eyes. Give you the
yeah.
hard
they
eye.
give you-
In a-
Disapproving that, too.
Really?
If they don't like what you're wearing, they will.
It's not the
give
most
you one
gracious environment for interlocutory.
What about, how about Raleigh
Yeah,
compared to San Francisco?
Oh my God.
Southern comfort, baby.
Well, people are pretty friendly on both coasts, or south here. I feel like the vibe is still, it's different, but I would say people here are more pretentious. And then
People
you
here
have,
are more pretentious?
Oh, yes.
Pretentious.
Yes, definitely.
Who's the most pretentious person you know here?
I mean, I
The
would
one with
say
the
that.
leopard hat, man.
Perhaps?
I would say that it's not anybody I know. Of
That's
course, I don't
definitely
hang out with people like that, but
She speaks truth, and I hear this from a lot of people. San Francisco, very. I mean, pretentious is actually a nice euphemism for it. A lot of what I hear is more even. Well, kind of like the Parisian thing, like just closed off and like cliquish.
Yeah.
I guess is a good
The San
word for it.
Francisco people?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
little
don't get
bit.
that.
I don't have this experience.
and I wouldn't say it's people that I hang out with and associate with so much.
Just
the people that
random
actually.
public.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
it's more people in crossing that you're
Yeah.
going into.
If you
a
go to
nightclub
North
or something.
Carolina, there's something to be said for Southern hospitality. It's
Sure.
not just a buzzword.
I've
If
been
you
to
go
South
down
Beach,
there-
Miami. It's all kinds
No,
of
no, 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 no,
Not Miami.
no, no.
Miami's like its own little
That's
world.
Cuba. I'm talking about like
I love Cuba.
I'm talking about like up in the deep
bubbly.
south,
Yeah.
where you drive on these highways and you pass by these farmhouses, and everyone is out on their porch and rocking chair, and everyone waves as you go by.
I wave to everybody. I'll
Right?
wave. When I
That's
leave this
how-
place,
Have
I'm
you
going to
been
wave
to,
to the
Have you been
waitress
to New Orleans?
Yes.
What do you
and
think
to
of New
the
Orleans?
bartender. She's
Well, I think that would
Do you
probably
feel
be
like that's
the.
really friendly?
She was nice. Yeah, but I'm not surprised. because
I've only
everyone
been
is nice.
once, and it was only for a few days,
I
and
thought
I'd have to go
everyone
back.
What is
What do you think?
I feel like that doesn't. It's like a small piece of what the South is like.
Well, here's the thing. New Orleans has so many tourists coming
Yeah,
and going.
exactly.
When I say the South, I'm talking about the rural where there's no tourists. So obviously those people are out there. Whoever you are, they know they don't know you, but they're still like waving and going, hey, hi, I'm here, you're there. we're all on the same spinning planet, that sort of thing. And that's a nice gesture. When that happens to me, I feel the same way as Eden, Berlin, and San Francisco when someone says, "Oh, I love your hair." It doesn't matter whether they're faking it. It made me feel
Why would
great.
they fake it? They're not faking it.
Yeah, I was talking more about like in a restaurant or in a shop.
Mhm.
Like
Or
when
there's
you're
a service.
The
like
service,
a-
service,
servers,
because
yeah.
service in Germany, like you feel really sorry to go in a shop and to ask for something and to buy something. You feel sorry for it.
I'm sorry, I
That's
came
the
in here
attitude.
looking for.
Yeah, you feel really like, can I please
Want
buy it?
another?
Yeah.
Hey,
Aaron.
Yeah. What are we,
Hey.
chopped liver here, huh?
I know, but I thought she. Oh, I didn't
No,
realize she. Oh, okay.
It's like an hour ago.
Do you like Germans better than Americans?
I don't like German women.
Really?
I don't want to sound like I hate my country.
No, you're
because
it's
I
all good.
really, really love Berlin. Berlin for me is one of the greatest cities. I love to live there. But I don't like German men and I can't really explain what it is. Well, it might be they're not very gentlemen, they don't really care about like old school kind of manners, And
You're alright. She's gonna bring it up.
yeah, and I don't know what it is exactly. And also the language, like even if I think there's a guy who looks cute and then he opens his mouth and he speaks German and then you're like,
Are we still talking about idiots?
Well, yes. Well, sort of. We kind of.
We're back to idiots. That's how prevalent they are, is that it just continues back to it.
They've totally infiltrated this whole show. Idiots. It wouldn't be the first time.
So other than so you're not really into German men. Are there other European men that you're more into?
well, I really like Frenchmen and
Slavics.
you know, they have style. They have style, and they don't. They are, how do you say this? Sorry, I missed the English words. Like they are not afraid to.
This is French or
French, yeah.
French, yeah.
They're not afraid to seem gay or like there's a lot of romantic
Bisexuality.
things. No, but whatever. I like Frenchmen, unfortunately, because they mean also a lot of drama always. They make
When I met you were dating a Frenchman. Remember that? We were at what was the name of that place?
France.
White Trash. White Trash in Berlin, and you had some French boyfriend. You guys were all over each other. I couldn't believe it. It was like two plunger sticks stuck together at the table, like two amoebas. Just
So we're back to single cell organisms.
yeah.
Two
I like
amoebas.
the
a lot.
scum men too. I get it.
You do. You have a big thing for metros.
Yeah, she does.
They're called metro.
And-
have you heard that term?
Metrosphere.
Metrosexual.
No, but I think
Yeah, that's not
metrosexual,
Which is a
exactly
stupid
what I
term.
mean.
yeah, metrosexual is a little bit different.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So how are they not afraid to be gay?
First of all, it starts with they kiss each other, men kiss each other to say hello,
Okay.
And they are not afraid to wear fancy clothes,
Yeah.
wear,
Flamboyant clothes.
yeah.
They kiss each other like tongues?
Well, if you ask them,
It's like
sometimes they do
They'll
that.
just do it?
It's like our friend said.
We have
"Gee,
never
suck
kissed.
a few
I've
cocks
never
in
wanna
this
kiss
town,
you.
and all of a sudden everyone thinks you're gay. Thank you so much.
Cheers, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So
Texas.
let's talk about Eden was asking me the format and just the basic general feel of trapeze. And now that we have a veteran here, I figured that you could probably explain it best.
Do you guys remember each other, correct? Do you remember her?
No.
Really? You guys
No.
met at Spookeasy
I know. I had a little bit of a time there. Yeah. I'll do that from
Did
time
you hear
to
me?
time.
So
Did you hear me say that?
I gave him some mushrooms, like mushroom chocolate.
He was like, who's
He
this
wanted
girl dancing on the
He knew
And,
it
and he
was
was drinking. He knew it was mushrooms.
Yeah.
And he was drinking whiskey.
all night? He just kept getting
So,
the whiskey
right
bottle.
at the
You're
end
like,
of
I
his
do
set,
remember
he looked
that.
up
I knew you were at some
Yeah.
point, but then at some point you like
That's-
flipped
and
off
he
my
goes,
grid,
"We
and I was like,
you're like, who's that person?
Who is this
The
person
wig,
right
man.
here?
The wig's
Yes.
starting off. Put a wig on. This completely person.
Oh god.
So anyway.
Who is that? Look at her
Yeah.
ass.
I didn't say that.
No.
But
her ass was. You were
Right
like in a
in
little
front of your
G-string.
face.
Her ass was right next to your head, and I saw it kind of
I'm not
pop you
surprised.
a couple
Yeah.
times.
Pop me, like slap me.
It kind of slapped you,
Yeah.
and then you
And he
had
kissed my ass and he left a big clown print right on my
goddamn
ass.
straight.
So Meka La Crème is a major nuclear warhead trapeze. That's that's why things like that happen. So
A major what?
beware. Warhead is my new kind
I
of
like
go-to,
that. I like
default
that.
warhead, because it has this whole imagery of like something that there's like a silent death to it.
It's
know
just
what I
quick
mean?
and painless.
Yeah, like a shockwave of plutonium blast.
Yes.
Yeah.
Depleted.
Yeah.
Ideally, would be the way to go.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask a pointing question. Are you like what is burlesque here versus there?
Oh, it is a Friday.
Yes. You didn't double book, did you?
We are
Okay.
I have to date.
No, hey, you guys, shut up.
Sorry.
I'm trying to do a radio program.
All right, sorry.
Question is,
Oh my god, I have to really take care of this.
yeah.
Can you repeat
totally
the question?
frank.
Can you repeat the question?
The difference between the burlesque worlds here and
Good question.
Yeah, that's a good one.
there.
Yeah.
Well, I haven't
No.
seen.
First of all, you be frank.
And
Yeah,
secondly, we
I
can
would-
pitch shift your voice down so it's like
Yeah, so you sound good.
Nobody will know it's you. Yo, bitch, there's a big difference. Germany sucks.
Oh god. No, okay. Okay, this is my honest opinion. And well, it's like that. I haven't seen many burlesque shows here yet. I have seen, I think it was when I was here 2-3 years ago,
Right.
maybe 3 years ago. I saw, I think, 2 different burlesque shows, burlesque events, and one of them was Hubba Hubba, and the other one, I'm really sorry, but I forgot the name.
I took her to some god awful burlesque one night. It was my fault. It usually is.
And I don't know what was the theme of the night, or if there was maybe some, how do you call that, like beginner class or something going on.
Ooh.
No, but I don't mean it. No.
Open
But
mic.
look,
Yeah,
but
the
look,
gloves come off.
I don't mean it in a bad way. It was just, it looked really to me like it was maybe a burlesque class who performed for the first time or something. So it was not really. I really think that's what it was. So
This was Hubba?
No. This was. We went out to. No. This was not Hubba. We went out a couple years ago. She came to town, and we went out to some. I don't know who produced it. It was some little rinky-dink thing out in Berkeley or North Berkeley, and it was very amateur. We were just kind of.
Did you feel bad?
I felt bad.
For taking
I
her
did.
over
Yeah,
there?
I felt total remorse because I wanted to show her something that was like actually reflective of like we have a huge burlesque
Yeah.
environment in San Francisco, and this was kind of like some offshoot of some people out in the sidelines that were. So yeah.
This was the one show, and the other show I was actually taking part in it. And so, as it is really often when you perform in a show, you don't get to see the other performers. So I only saw them backstage, and I didn't really get to see what they were doing. So actually, I don't have a real.
What was the show?
I'm really sorry, I don't remember the name.
Huh.
Have you performed anywhere else?
It wasn't Dark Cabaret. It
In
wasn't
the
called.
States?
It wasn't Dark Cabaret though.
No,
No.
not
Yeah.
Dark Cabaret. It was
Yeah.
a rather small
Yeah.
venue. Where else have I performed in the US? Let me think about that. I think San Francisco is the only place in the US.
We're the only people.
Is that
who
true?
will have her.
I
Yeah.
think so.
No. You have to
Yeah,
come
yeah.
back and go to LA with us.
Well, the thing is that I have
Delicious
been
fun.
I have been to LA and I have been to New York, and I got suggested to perform there for $30, for $50, for $60, and I said, sorry, but this is like what the cab ride
That's what I
cost me
feed
to
my
go
chihuahua.
there. No, sorry, but this is not even discussable with me. I think this is like an insult to any burlesque performer.
Someone actually offered you $40 to perform in New York
I
City.
had one time somebody said to me, I pay you $60 and you get 2 free drinks. I was like, wow, that's amazing.
why I've never done the New York circuit, because it's so hard there. It's so competitive,
And
and
the
they're
same
not
in
for
LA.
me. And
Los Angeles too, for
Yeah.
sure.
Are we talking like Brooklyn or Manhattan or just the whole
just the
the
whole,
whole rodeo?
yeah.
I mean, the payment in Berlin is bad, you know?
How much?
But
How many
nobody
euros?
has. But nobody has any money in Berlin. So
How many
it's all
Deutschmarks?
kind of
That's
like-
the thing. In Berlin, the normal fee for like a club event would be like between 100 150 euro, and if you're lucky, 200. So this, of course, is not corporate events and blah blah blah. So this would be only clubs, bars.
200 euros, which is
For
what,
one act?
$300 here?
$350 maybe.
Is that what's
so
at right now?
this is like really, really, really low fee, you know. And so when I heard $50, I was like,
Oh,
Here's what happens. Let me tell you what-
What is that?
And this goes back to the idiot
clown,
thing again.
Clown
Again.
knowledge.
Back to the idiot thing.
Okay.
It all goes back to the idiot thing, which is horrible.
Terrible.
Is that most people who aren't familiar with burlesque and don't understand that it's actually an art form, right? That people spend years of their life perfecting
Honing.
their grace,
Yeah.
right? And their look, and spend shitloads of money, like Cleo, $2,000-$3,000 on these costumes,
Yeah.
right?
Cleo spends $2,000 or $3,000 on costumes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You've seen her costumes.
You know Cleo. Cleo Viper. Clara.
oh yeah, of course.
Yeah.
They don't
Can't
see
spend
any of that. All they see are boobs,
Right.
the gateway drug,
The gateway drug.
and they think
And
it's
as soon as you
boobs.
see
So it's like
boobs,
it's
oh,
yeah.
it's reduced, extremely reduced down to boobs, and maybe butts if people are like butt fans. But
Meka La Crème.
it's all about the
It's
whole
reduced
boob
to butts.
tossing. That's what they say. They don't look
By
at
the
it.
way, it's to your butt now. We talk so much about your
Yeah.
butt.
To a butt.
Hold on. Meka La Crème, just break it down, but.
Can you stand up?
It is a fantastic.
I get approached by women a lot. Women will just walk up to me in bars and touch my ass, and I'm like,
You know why they do that? You know why they do that? Because they can.
because they can,
You
but
can't do that as a guy. You can't walk up as much as you'd like to. You can't walk up to a random woman and touch her butt
That's what's been going wrong with me.
and have it be all right. You just can't do it.
Yeah.
So in that is, I mean, really, like in a base sense, people don't see it as what it is. Burlesque, we're talking about. Not your
yeah,
butt.
but you know, I will say this. I know I'm on the record here. A lot of burlesque performers are sex workers.
Yeah.
A lot of them
It's a
are.
reality.
There's a huge crossover, so I can see why some people would
Yep.
have this misconception
Yep.
of burlesque performers.
Well,
Well, it's my fault because clowns and strippers totally get along. And people associate, everyone hates clowns, but really, even if they like them,
Right.
ultimately they hate them. So they automatically pull down with Portland. The whole reason Portland worked for us is because the clown
'Cause they
stripper
love-
connection.
Who did you hear accolades from? Just out of curiosity.
I don't remember.
Oh.
No, I don't remember. But I think when
They gave her one of those Bill Cosby pills.
I don't watch TV, so I don't know what you're talking about. But no, after Dark Cabaret, when I don't know how you call this in English, when you say goodbye to everyone and thank you when they go outside. And some people were asking if I have other shows here, and I said I am performing trapeze, and I'm like, oh, that's a great show.
Oh, you mean here? People here?
Yeah.
Oh, of course the local natives are fucking on dope.
Brainwashed.
Yeah, brainwashed. I thought, okay, all right. Yeah.
You thought it was Berlin?
I thought it was Tokyo, Paris, Dubai.
The Russian base in the Antarctic.
Dubai.
I was spreading word there.
Let me take trapeze to Dubai.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, sweet. Yeah, sweet.
Oh, dear, the corner, there you go. Make it pretty big on Sunday, oh, dear, the corner, cat. Make it pretty big on Sunday.
We've got a lot of good stuff out of you, stuff that we could use against you.
Yeah, thanks. So, yeah.
She's been a wonderful, wonderful guest, and we owe
I
it to
loved
her.
it.
You guys have been wonderful, wonderful guests.
Wonderful, wonderful
For our
guest.
first ever pod, whatever the fuck it is, cast.
Whatever the fuck.
Is it?
Cheers, guys.
Is that what it is?
Cheers.
Ding, ding.